Hello, everyone. It is week four, beginning of week four, and I wanted to give you some information about some of the things that you're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks in your course. Should have everything graded from the first 3 weeks before, let's say, Friday. That's my goal anyway, and everybody seems to be doing really good. I'm so proud of you. Everybody's just rocking and rolling. If you have any questions, do please let me know. And just a reminder that you do need to be picking your your web host this week. And so let me know. I'll probably reach out to you by text or maybe by announcement in the course. So do be checking in on the course every couple of days this week just to monitor maybe any grades that have come out. And then also about your blog host, the web host. Sorry, my voice is going today. Um, so everything seems to be going on well. I do want to kind of talk to you a little bit about a shift in just the coursework that we're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. There won't be as many reading activities. A lot of it will be mainly focused on how to do things in the EHR. So we're going to be using EHR Go a lot. I know I mentioned a couple weeks ago that we were going to shift from the EHR Tutor, which is in ATI, to EHR Go. And you know, the more I'm in this product, the more I really do like it. I think it's something that you're going to be using now for the rest of your time here. And just in my discussions with Minerva and then also playing around in it, I really do like it. So I wanted to show you a little bit about how we're going to use that. You know, really going forward, how that process works. It might be helpful to know how that's going to work within the Blackboard like assignment area and how to submit. We will still be working with ATI a little bit. They have some video cases that you'll be answering a few questions on every week between now and week 7. So that will just be an activity. It's not really a grade. You'll watch a quick, you know, maybe 2-minute video and answer a couple of questions. And then some explanation about the correct answer will come up. It's just kind of a review, keep you immersed in this activity of answering these types of questions. The whole activity will take you about 5 minutes. The EHR Go assignments can take anywhere from 20 minutes to 45 minutes each. So do plan on that. We do have the assessment. We're going to take the practice assessment here on site. We agreed on Thursday at 1 o'clock so we could, get it out of the way. I know you guys will be here, I believe, in the morning. At least I think, off the top of my head, but regardless, at 1 o'clock, the test is only about 50 questions, the practice assessment. And then after you take the assessments, just depending on what you missed, there'll be a short review assignment that will be added into week 5. So that will be an assignment that is an ATI assignment for week 5. So I think other than that, I'm just looking at my notes real quick. I'm going to show you this EHR Go and how that works, just so that you kind of have an idea of what to expect there. And then after that, next week's, I want to say this because students and faculty are always confused about Thanksgiving and holidays. Technically, we usually don't get out of school, I guess, until that Wednesday, so we have like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then historically, the president will come in and say, oh, everybody gets off on Tuesday too. And that works great for being able to travel, but teachers and faculty have things planned already. But being an online course, there's still content that you have to cover during that week. So week 7 is next week. So I just want to make sure you understand that I've gone ahead and on the calendar for week 5, you have things due on the 26th. So I know that you may be traveling, you may be doing some things for the holidays, and if you need to let me know, hey, I'm going to be doing this or that, just let me know. I'm totally fine with, extending due dates if it's something that we have to do, and family is always something we have to do. So no worries about that. But just please communicate with me, and we are good as golden. But just so you know, that is still, the course just keeps going in an online course. It doesn't really stop, regardless of holidays. It's always like that. Um, and then let's see, you don't have any discussion questions this week. Yay! And you don't have any discussion questions next week. Yay! But we will have discussion questions to wrap up the year. I will have, or to wrap up the course and the year. Yeah, because it's almost 2024. Can you believe that? Wow. Um, so I think, just headed into the last module. You have this module for module 2 is weeks 4 and 5, and then you have module 3, which is 6, 7, and 8. I'm still giving a little more debate on the final now that we have this EHR Go and the blog and how that's going to work. So I'm not quite sure if it will be a standardized test. We have one more quiz that we'll have, I believe, in week 6 or 7, that will be a little like the quiz that you did, which I'm really excited to look at what happened on that quiz. So I know you'll do great, but I'm excited to see how your scores are. But one more quiz and then the final, and I know a lot of that will be the blog. So do get on that. If you wait till the last minute on that kind of thing, it's really going to be confusing. It will also be where I can't help. And so I do want to help you get it set up. So you really do need to pick, what web host you're going to use. So remember, you don't have to pay for it, and get that solidified really this week. It will just make things a lot easier to take this in steps to get you prepared for the final, which is actually to publish an article on that blog and on that blog site. So get working on that. So the last thing I want to show you is, and hopefully you can see this when I pull it up, is this EHR Go. So we're going to be spending a lot of our time into a collection called Introduction to EHR. And so this week, you'll have EHR documentation standards, and then got another one. I can't remember what it is. Let me look. It's not in this section, but I'll show you. But they all kind of work the same. So you're going to be doing one for vital signs again. I know that you already did that, so I chose that one so that you could just get some reinforcement practice in it. And then in this particular collection that you're seeing here on the screen for the introduction to EHR, and we'll be using this throughout the rest of the course. I might find something else, but they all work the same. What happens is, and this is the faculty view, but I'm going to switch it over to the student view, and let's just go into this one so you don't see the faculty view. I don't want to give you the answers, but so documentation would be things like abbreviations that you see in the EHR and getting used to those. And it's really kind of neat. So this is what you're seeing right now is a different activity, but it's all set up the same. So now I'm in the student view. And so what it'll do is it'll give you the description, and these are just little tags, like hashtags. I can add some or take away if I want, but I'm probably not going to modify those. But what you'll have is some resources, and in some of these assignments, you'll have the activity, and then you'll underneath have resources that you need to download. When you download these, and I'll put them in the LMS as well, and when you download them, I'm going to show you what that looks like real quick. Oh, it's going to open this too. Give me a second. I don't have my mouse, so I click too many times when I use my trackpad. So this is the one that you're going to do this week. It's a downloadable, and what you'll do is fill it out. It gives you the instructions. It gives you some resources. You know, so this right here, it says suggested resources. That would be under this little, let me see if I can get back there, show you right here. That's where that resource would be that you would download as well. And then it gives you some questions to answer. So it, you know, it gives you very detailed instructions, you know, on the notes tab when you get into the chart, and I'll show you what that looks like. And then you answer these. So you'll download this little activity sheet. You can just go ahead and fill in the answers. Then you save it, and this is the one that you'll submit. You'll actually submit this worksheet once it's filled out in the LMS in Blackboard, and that will be what is part of, that's what I'm grading, right? Do that. Now, you download that resource, you download that activity sheet, you save it to your computer so that you can edit it. And then you're going to go into that launch EHR. Oh, and then I will click this new session for you, or you can click new session. When you get in there, you follow the instructions on that worksheet and do, or you know what it says to do. So you're either going to edit if you need to, or you're going to just answer on that worksheet if you need to edit. Remember, you can use new. There might be an edit up here. So you'll have some options on how to, every activity is just a little different in the instructions. But if you have any problems, like you're not sure how to do the activity, I suggest going to the resources that they have within. All of them have like a resource station for you on like, how do I do this? But if you get tripped up on the actual activity and you really just don't understand what to do, you can always text me or message me in the course and I'll help you through it. But so if you know, push new, you can go in here and you can add any of those. It might say edit down here. Just make sure you save. And then when you close your session, after you're done with whatever activity you need to do in the chart itself, make sure you close the session. It will save that activity and it puts it down here. That way you can go and resume it if you need to. So like if you do half the worksheet or you want to go back in and you know, edit, you know, you figured out what to do. So just make sure you're really paying attention in these first couple times so you get used to everything. And then you can always go to your help. These are good resources. And then when you get ready to download your work, what's going to happen is you're going to click this. It's going to go ahead and just have you download, you know, the chart is what you're doing. And then you're saving the activity sheet that you answered, which was, where'd it go? I don't know where it went. I guess I closed it, but that activity sheet that you downloaded where you edit, you got to save that in your computer. So when you download your work, you're downloading your chart that you're doing in the actual EHR Go, that one that you saved here. You're not saving the worksheet. That is on your own computer. What's going to happen is when I check it, I'm going to go in and look at the session that I'm going to create for you and see what you did on your chart and look at the worksheet too. But you're submitting the worksheet and the instructions are on it, so it should be very clear. And then in the Blackboard, what it looks like in Blackboard, let's see, I've got too many tabs open, so sorry. So this is week 4. I've given you just kind of like what we're doing. I went ahead and uploaded some of the worksheets for you. So you have that, and there's some objectives for it. You can just go here and it redirects you to that particular activity as the student, right? So it's all linked in the LMS. But once you've done it, you've saved your work, you've downloaded everything, the assignment submission area is again in, let me get there. right here. This is where you'll submit it. So you've downloaded your work, you did that activity sheet, then you're going to go and submit it here. And so this week for week 4, you'll have 2 progress reports because you're doing 2 assignments in EHR Go. There's the Go documentation standards, and then there's the vital signs. Each one of them is about 15-20 minutes long. It shouldn't take you that long to do both of them, and you're submitting both of those for your assignment 4. I think that is all I wanted to go over. Um, I will have week 5 open up once I get those new assignment sessions built in EHR Go. And then weeks 6, 7, and 8, just we're getting through the course. You guys are doing great. Can't wait to see the assessments for quiz 1 that's actually due tomorrow. I went ahead and extended it, so you have like an extra 2 days to get it done. So again, I should have most of that graded by Friday, but I don't see any issues at all. You guys are wonderful. And if I don't get to see you much this week, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Bye bye.